Dell. Welcome to Seattle.
Thank you so much.
What makes you come back to Seattle?
Well, I have a wonderful fan base here, and I always feel very welcomed in Seattle. The response of the audiences for all my work has been wonderful. It started in 1988 with the first production outside of LA of one of my plays, Daddy's Dying, Who's Got the Will. So I have a long history.
And Emerson, have you been to Seattle before?
Once for 24 hours, actually with Levi Christ, who wrote the theme song for Southern Baptist Sissies. But so this is my first real Seattle adventure. I'm going to try to go up the tower this afternoon and be a tourist for a minute.
Sometimes I close my eyes and create a perfect world. A world of acceptance and understanding and love.
When we all get...
Tell me a little bit about this particular play. You said you had a lot of experience in regards to growing up as a Southern Baptist. What was some of the other things that made you decide to do this particular play?
Well, the journey of this play started right after Matthew Shepard's murder. I saw a picture in a magazine, it was Newsweek, I think, in the killer's home. They showed a picture of the killer's home, one of the killer's home, and there was a picture of Jesus on the wall. And I started wondering if those boys were raised in the church and if they were taught to hate in the church pews, like I heard those sermons. And it just unleashed a lot of the damage that I had felt. And I thought, oh, I'm done with this. I've gotten a lot of therapy over this, but this became my therapy. So I just started writing, and this was born out of that rage that I felt towards the church.
Now, in regards to this production, what made you decide to do it as a theatrical piece rather than a film like Sordid Lives?
Money, honestly. It was budget-wise. This is the only way we felt like that we could make it. This has eluded me for many years. We had this in production in 2006. Yeah, 6 or 7, and it fell apart. And I mean, I adapted this into full-on screenplay, and we were building sets and everything, and the financing fell apart, and was never able to raise the kind of money needed to do this, because you have a club, you have a big club, you have sets and these crazy, and it was over a $2 million budget. We made this for 180, and I just realized in talking to Emerson and discussing the first project with our new company that this was a way to tell this story and pay homage to theater and film and blend the mediums, and it works.
And actually, it worked really better this way because the performances, you got to do the raw performance of it all, which really impacted the way that the audience reacted.
I'm so glad that it worked out this way. I'm glad that we got these amazing performances, Emerson's performance, and all. This is an amazing ensemble, and they're all good people. So we all did this for passion.
And a couple of our favorite people are in it, including our friend Willem Ballet.
Yeah, Willem Ballet. He corrected me too. I was saying belly for the longest. No. So we love Willem, and he was the only person that I had not worked with before. Everybody else I'd worked with in the film.
Including Leslie Jordan.
Many times. I love him, and we have a great admiration for each other as people and for work.
Actually, Leslie was in town twice last year, and both times performing at the same time he was promoting this movie.
Yeah, he loves this film. He grew up Southern Baptist like Emerson and I, and many of the cast did.
One of the last scenes that he did in the bar scene was incredible performance, and you got to really see a little bit of his serious side.
It's when we did the play originally, Leslie won every single theater award available to him in Los Angeles for Best Supporting Actor, and I always say it wasn't the comedy that did it, it was that scene, because that scene is heartbreaking and beautiful, and he performs it so beautifully, as did Matthew Scott Montgomery, who played Andrew.
There was a scene in the film of where you were really getting after and yelling at Willem. What was it like for that, and also try not to laugh?
Yelling in Willem's face was really easy and a lot of fun. I mean, I love Willem, but it's real easy to get irritated too. But yes, he is sort of a comedic genius, as we all know and love the Willem persona that everyone's so familiar with. So that moment of him like smacking his lips in my face just sort of represents our entire relationship. Me trying to tell Willem what to do and him going and ignoring it.
And he performed a lot of his own music here.
Every single song he sang, and produced by his vocals were produced by the amazing Debbie Holiday, and she did all the background vocals for us.
Excellent.
And we used her song "Dive." So, and Willem, this is how when you're directing Willem, there's just an attention problem. So you're like, look at me, and listen. And one day I'm talking to him about. I said, this is when Benny is philosophical, Willem, and he goes, oh my God, philosophical. Philosophical would be a great drag name. And so I added it to the screen. That's as a result of him not listening to me.
Now, had you been working with Bobby Eakes before?
I worked with, her husband is David Steen, who was GW in Sordid Lives, the series, and he was also JD in The Trials and Tribulations of a Trailer Trash Housewife, which became Blues for Willity in my movie. And Bobby she did a cameo in Sordid Lives, the series, as the soap opera diva that Caroline Ray was watching and being jealous of. Daniela. Right? So this was my second go-round with Bobby, and it won't be my last. I love her. Love her, yeah.
I know you're going to be hopefully going to get this on DVD and maybe some theatrical release.
Right.
What's coming up after that?
We're working on 3 more projects with our new company, and 2 of them are sequels to Sordid Lives. I got the rights back for the movies, so I'm writing right now. So we're hopefully going to raise the money needed and bring the cast back together one more time, and then say goodbye to that franchise. So, but I love writing for those characters, so it'll be my pleasure to return to them.
Excellent. All right, and then I had one more question for you. You showed your great physique yes. What do you do to keep fit?
I haven't eaten since 2007. I'm a skinny guy, which was terrible when I was 15, but now as a grown-up, it's a great bonus and silver lining. So, I mean, I do enough to stay in shape, but I'm never going to be a big guy, and I like who I see in the mirror these days, so it works.